Damn it, Fallout, download quicker! Bears!
Lots of bears.
Lots of bears and bears and bears. It's past 9 p.m. already, isn't it? It's your bedtime. I wonder if Mr. Edgeworth has already found Maya. Mystic Maya. Say her name right. The police are professionals, Pearl. They'll find us, so don't you worry. And if we can win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, everything will be okay. Breathe, Phoenix. Everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine.
Where's that vodka? So the real person who killed Mr. Corrido was... ... that assassin. Ezio Auditore, I mean Shady the Killer. And the car Miss Andrews found at the crime scene seems to be proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind. Who the hell am I? Who was the one who hired him? You mean who asked for the murder? Just have this conversation with an 8-year-old girl, it's fine. Whoever his client is, they're still a killer. Yeah, but they outsourced it.
Yeah.
Giving people jobs. Who have hired the assassin? Do you think it was Miss Andrews? Back in the void again. With my pretzel hair.
She's gone.
Oh my god. She's gone stealth mode. And we're back. Sorry about that, I do that occasionally. But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then... No, it can't be. Maya hired him. I knew she was in on this. If Mr. Vanguard really did hire the assassin, he hasn't got 2 brains to hire the assassin. And he's not innocent after all, far from it. He would be guilty of the crime. But it can't be Mr. Vanguard, can it? Alright? I mean, when we first talked with him... Look at that shitty grin, that stupid fucking hair. And that jacket.
Are you just going to criticise everything about him?
That 70s cool, they want that jacket back.
70s or 80s?
Big collar. I think 70s are that. If it was 80s, it would be neon bright and you'd have leg warmers.
Very true.
And puffy hair. Do you remember something, Mr. Nick? Yeah, something Miss Andrews said at the trial today. She said something interesting, for once. So, why is this interesting thing? Well, I'm glad you asked. Oh, that's right, you didn't hear it, did you, Pearls? Because you were being possessed by... Mia. He doesn't strike me the kind of person who would have a pink diary. Why does everyone have a massive fringe in this game?
I can't think of someone who doesn't.
Nick's hair slicked back.
No, I know someone who doesn't.
What?
The judge.
He doesn't have any heads over his beard.
Exactly.
Mr. Vanguard's secret? What is his secret? He's actually a woman. That explains a lot, actually. I don't know yet. He's not actually man guard. He's Matt. I need another fencing term to make that joke work.
Parry?
Max Parry. Matt Parry. That does sound like a Phoenix Wright name.
Well, Matt Parry sounds like Matt Perry.
Yeah.
So it was Chandler.
It's Evil Bizarro Universe. Matt Perry. Matt Parry. Expert swordsman. All those bears. The hallway again. Where I talk to myself a lot. And I'm talking to wow, it really is getting late, isn't it, Mr. Nick? I've never been up this late. It's past 9 p.m. already. Have we mentioned it's past 9 o'clock yet? Well, we still think it's going to be an all-nighter, Pearl. Get the coffee.
I was going to say, is he not considered she's only a little girl?
At this point, she's more confident than he is.
Yes, competent, yes, but the point is...
No, because Maya would care. Nick forgets. He needs someone by him to comfort him. Mia's gone back to the afterlife. Maya's currently been kidnapped. Edgeworth's walked off.
Edgeworth isn't. Edgeworth...
Oh, Jesus Christ. Darth Vader. Hey, why are you calling her over, Nick? You did not want to talk to her. Hey, wait, come back. What is it? What if I snap her? I didn't bring any water, fuck. All I know is nothing's anything to him was good. Like just now, I was handed a strange device for who knows what reason. I was told to use it to search the whole hotel. That's a bug sweeper, isn't it? Not a bug zapper, it's something different. I don't know, and frankly, I don't care. But the request came from Edgeworth, so... Edgeworth? And he said... I feel like I should do an impression of her impression. Unsophisticated is true. So I'm doing feel free to turn all my anger towards you. He's giggling himself in his car. absolutely top secret, so you better keep it to yourselves. I heard they found the spy camera hidden in one of the prisons. Very interesting. I'm sure it was, you know. It was to catch poor Juan in the middle of a scandalous meeting. Scandalous? What's that? It means, well, you know, that gossip that's been going around about my dear Juan. Oh, you mean I think about Miss Andrews? That's what my larynx is coming up. I'll let you in on another secret, young'un. I know who planted that spy camera. It was an obnoxious, puffy-headed reporter girl, and nervous on people, spying on people by herself, and this I want to see it for myself too. I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but it's nothing good. Fuck, she's lefty. We're all screwed.
She is an alien.
Damn her. So you want to know about Juan and that manager, right? Actually, as I hear it, there was something of a refreshing pair of those two. Oh? I tell you, Juan really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard. That manager? Who are you talking about? Yeah, now, that manager woman Juan had. It's a shame she killed herself, though. Oh, you're talking about Miss Celeste Impax. Miss Andrews' mentor, right? She was supposed to get married, you know. Married? You mean to Mr. Corrida? Really? You young kids today don't know anything, do you? That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after that marriage announcement. Just turning into Midsummer Murders now.
And it wasn't already?
Well, lower body count mostly. Why would Miss Impax want to kill herself? She was going to get married. Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan. What? You joined in with the what? They are going to get married, right? They promised each other, right? Like Nick and Maya. Shut up, Pearl. They had a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Juan suddenly cancelled their marriage. Is that true? It was in the weekly magazines. Oh, so it wasn't true. But why? Why would he do that? That's not in the magazines, unfortunately. I see. That night after Juan called off the wedding, that manager, Celeste, killed herself. How terrible.
Wow, the sympathy is just gushing.
At this point, Nick's just very tired. And he needs his beauty sleep.
The plot thickens.
So have you figured out who's behind it all yet? Oops, I pressed the same button twice. Whoops, I don't want to hear this twice.
Meekins.
Where's with you and Meekins?
He's the villain.
He's in the series again, no investigations one.
Yes, he is. He's behind it all. He's the Moriarty.
This is why I don't watch Poirot with you. Meekins, all of it. We're watching Poirot. We're in this. He's still behind it all. It's so calm. It's the same picture it's always been, Nick.
I know who the criminal mastermind is in Poirot anyway. It's Hastings.
That would be a twist. It feels so tense in here, doesn't it, Miss Nick?
Good lord.
Good lord. I'm so English. Oh, you can be the chief.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Well, we finally found the person we've been looking for. A real decisive witness.
Decisive witness? You mean for Mr. Engard's case?
We're taking the witness's statement right now. Gotta hand it to you, Mr. Edgeworth.
What is that accent you're going for?
I don't know.
We're just going with it. Who is this witness?
I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer.
It's mine. I'm going to kill someone. Mr. Nick?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my.
Wanted me to tell you something.
He did?
Even though visiting hours are long over at the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission, so there you go.
Huh? Like Postal Canadian, eh?
I've already called them, so they know. Go on, go talk to your heart's content.
Thank you very much. This is such good news, Mr. Nick. Wouldn't they be asleep?
No, because look, they're painted on again, see?
No, the people were talking to you in prison. What if they want to get some sleep?
They don't have a choice, though.
You will talk to me now.
If this is America, they've got no rights.
They're sharing a cell. That's an awkward cell share. I don't want to talk to. I want to talk to Dude. He's now just known as Dude. Dude! It's Mr. Wright! I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you. I hope so too. It's been a long day and I need some sleep. Why is he wearing fucking driving gloves? I just noticed that.
To be fair, they got massive cuffs on them.
I think they're bracelets like the one in this fight.
Yeah, they're bracelets with weird watch phones.
What's wrong? Mr. On guard. There's something I must know with 100% certainty. You seem kind of different. You're totally like not your usual lawyer dude self.
The iWatch. It's an Apple Watch. That's what those things are.
That's why it doesn't work. What? Yeah, fuck it. You mean the one where Walnut gonna dress up Nickel Samurai? Yeah, I heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews. And her twirling card. She's secretly Gambit. Hey, Marvel changed genders of most of their characters, why not Gambit? Can you please fill me in what this secret is, please? Uh-oh. Oh god, there's 5 of them. It's gonna be a long day. That's better than Trials and Tribulations, where they throw 5 out every fucking time. Mr. Nick, don't tell me. You said secret, right? I don't have any idea what it is, do you, dude? Stop saying dude. Do you know what Mr. Carita and Miss Andrews' relationship? Do you know about Mr. Carita and Miss Andrews' relationship? Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care what Juan did with his life. Miss Andrews, she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Carita. Damn women. Her mentor was Mr. Carita's manager, and Miss Andrews was going to get Miss Celeste Impact's suicide note from him. Celeste? Does that jog any memories in that thick skull of yours? Oh, gotta bring pizza. Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. I wasn't joking, he's actually bringing the pizza. You up for a pizza? Anchovies, no, it's anchovies. Cheese, they've got cheese, stuffed crust, yeah. What's a pizza? Is that guy in peas? No, fuck it. I just got caught up by the pizza dude in the shop. That's too bad. Well, how about we get our minds off this topic and just talk about something else, okay? Like Chinese. No one's moved since I was last here. Oh, it's Mr. Powers. Mr. Powers! In your hair. What happened? Why are you here?
You see, I got roped into this somehow.
What?
And now I'm going to testify at tomorrow's trial.
Thank God it's not all back.
I was talking with the detective until a little while ago, and while I was on my way home, and all of a sudden, you there, you're under arrest, and I was brought back here.
Shucks.
They said my face and whole self in general looked suspicious or something.
Everyone in this game looks suspicious, really. Can't make your heads.
I'm just a normal guy in an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime? An awkward silence just lingers in the air.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Hadrian Andrews. So that really need to fade in. She's still got her diary.
Oh, it's you.
I'm sorry to be visiting at such a late hour. There are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you tonight.
Me? I thought your client was Matt.
Your ellipses give you away. What he's doing? I'd like to ask you about Man and Guard, if you don't mind.
Mr. Wright, you still don't know, do you? The real him, I mean.
Seems to bear a lot of resentment towards Mr. Guard. I mean, I know he's thick, but if that's the case, then why did you become his manager? Or why would you become intimate with his rival?
That has nothing to do with this case. Nothing.
Bullshit. I don't know. How about Miss Celeste Impacts?
I'd finally put her death behind me. And now, thanks to you, it's all come back to the surface.
Miles Edgeworth. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Here I am now.
Yes, I was shocked by her suicide. And it's true that when I heard the rumor that Juan was the one who had hidden her suicide note, I began to draw close to him. I wanted to get her suicide note back. And to burn it.
You wanted to burn it? Well, why?
I didn't want it to spread just like another piece of gossip. But I never held any murderous intent towards Juan. I would never do something so stupid.
This is a sad time because the sad music is playing. Why did you try to frame Mr. Engard?
That's simple. Because he's the killer. That's why. Isn't it the duty of every good citizen to inform the police?
Yeah, that doesn't mean framing the person. But there had to be another way. Police are excellent doing their job. So they figure it out, right?
Yes, it's no good that they couldn't figure out the real truth behind Celeste's death.
Miss Andrews? Well, I know I'm not the type of person to give that reason, so please tell me, why did you did what you did?
Revenge.
Oh, that was simple. Huh? Did you say something just now? Oh, thank God, only one. He's lying lies!
Don't you understand yet? You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're more like my enemy.
Why does everyone hate me? I'm a nice guy.
Not you, Phoenix. Her.
I'm on to you, Pro. You're behind all this.
Because she's working for Meekins!
Oh, you Meekins. Still not changing that tax. She's orange.
And yellow.
So about this testimony you're giving, what are you going to talk about?
I really don't know yet, but it sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they tell me.
You saw something important? What was it?
Well, the detective told me not to talk about it. You can't tell anyone, especially not that lawyer, he said.
Not legal. I'm like, what do you think is that lawyer the detective was talking about, Edgeworth? I'm going to take a wild guess and say it's me. Everyone hates me.
Yeah, you got it.
You have to... Mr. Nick! You are a despicable person! Mystic mind myself, you're only 2 hours in the hobo, but it's alright. Poor Phoenix, forever alone.
Mr. Nick is a name for the devil.
Is it?
He's going to do a lot of damage to Matt, you know. Because he's got that refreshing like a spring breeze image going.
But what's he really like?
Well, let's see. Matt's always been kind of a player with women. He would never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. He'd always say, it's just a game to justify himself.
What? How horrible! That's unforgivable!
Ow! Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. But you know, he once said that there's only one person in the world who won't swoon over me.
One person wouldn't swoon over him? Edgeworth.
His manager, you know, Miss Adrian Andrews. You see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities in their world have this dazzling sort of image, right?
A dazzling sort of image, but aren't you part of a dazzle, Mr. Powers?
No, I'm more of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of a guy, you see.
Well, at least he's honest.
But it's okay, really. I get to hear plenty of gossip about lots of the other stars around me as things happen.
Well, that's true.
Oh, hey, so did you hear about this yet? About Miss Andrews' murder and her suicide?
You mean Miss Impax? We heard something about her, how her wedding was cancelled.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little the other day, about that mysterious death. Hey, Mr. Wright, why didn't you ask me about that? Go on, go ahead.
Oh, that thing, glad you asked!
Hey, so have you heard this? Celeste left a suicide note.
Most people do suicide.
Officially, if they don't, they can't consider it a suicide. And they say that Juan went and hid it.
We heard about that in court today.
Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on that note. Something bad for Juan. That is.
Something bad from Mr. Carita? Why do you figure so?
Well, before she died, Celeste talked with a few of her friends, and she said it looks like I may have been caught by an insidious man.
An insidious man? Did she meet Mr. Kurita by that?
Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right? But that would be reason enough for him to hide the suicide note.
I see. Well, that's some good info. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you sign this for me? I do love how it's still Samurai's music is his theme, is his ringtone. Mr. Nick, your phone!
Hey, that's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it?
Not a fan. I just watch it. I don't like the sound of this ringtone right now. It sounds kind of ominous. Hello?
Yeah, I know.
Double glazing? No, I can't afford that. We're in trouble now, pal. I'll be back at the office really soon. We're all gonna die. What's wrong? Something really unexpected just happened. Mr. Edgeworth, his thoughts in my life. Anyway, hurry up and get back in the office, pal. We're all gonna die. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's no good. At the end. Ah! Hello? Hello? Got cut off. What's going on, Miss Nick? Gumshoe said me to go back to the office right away. He sounded kind of hysterical. Then we should hurry back. I'm scared to go back. What are you talking about, Miss Nick? Pull yourself together. Oh.
Maybe it'll be good news.
Yeah, really.
With this music, it has to be good news.
Right. Back to the office. Ooh, pizza.
What happened to Charlie?
He's still there. Charlie's gone sinching and trying to kill Gumshoe. Hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth's already back. Where'd he go? Well, what happened? We got him. We know who brought that spy camera. She got Canadian again, huh?
Hey?
This quickly? And the bears what gave them away, pal. The bear? I figured it out, pal. I'm smart. I figured out that we should have been looking for the bear instead of the camera. Wasn't that Mr. Edgeworth that figured... Shh, girls. Let him have this. And go on. There's only one person who brought one of those bears who's related to this crime. Who is it? Phoenix Wright. What? Who would be so rude to spy on another person in that room? My God. Because when you're buying a bear, use your real name. Huh? Man, guard, your client, that's who, pal.
Because my credit card is difficult to hide.
I'm sure if you were generally trying to do something insidious means, you would find a way.
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure you heard right? The person who brought the bear was... I heard it from a department store clerk, pal.
Wow.
Clerk. Look, don't correct me, alright? We're not in investigations yet, but you can correct everything I say. A receipt? That's all you have? Nah, it's not just a receipt, pal. The store person said so himself. He told me. I'm sure I sold that bear to Mr. Ungard. I mean, the guy even got Mr. Ungard's autograph out of it, pal. So I'm sure the person who bought that stuffed bird was Mr. Ungard himself. And someone's in disguise. Remember, Nick's having a stroke. Shouldn't have eaten that fried chicken on the way here. So what's this about the spy camera we found? That was a dead end, pal. I mean, you can get this kind of thing from anywhere. But for now, I guess I can give these back to you for file away into evidence. And where do people put this stuff bare? I know you don't want to give up, pal. Why would Mr. Ungard do something like that? I bet it was to catch Mr. Andrews and Mr. Carida at one of their rendezvous. I bet it's not good enough for me. I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera. You gonna see him? Mr. Ungard, I mean. Yes. I'm scared, Mr. Nick. I wonder what we'll find out next. If it's 9 o'clock at evening, it's suspiciously light outside.
Yeah.
Damn street lamps! Yeah, we've seen this before. I thought it might be something new, but there's not. For Charlie. The planet's screwed if I'm using China. But activities in it. Ah! You're working really late, you know. It's already past 10 PM, dude. I think it's time you told me the truth. Relax, don't you know what ignorance is bliss? But if you really want to know, let's talk.
Cha.
Cha. Like, dude. Brah. All that. Where people are.
Throw the stone at him.
Throw a stone at him.
Here's the glass.
Bounce back, hits Nick in the face. Ow! Now let's hear what the secret of yours is. What if Mr. Career had been successful in his plan? What will you disclose? I told you before, dude. I don't know. I didn't know anything about one, okay? Look, Mr. Wright. I can keep saying that until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any... I mean, come on. I was in the middle of a nap. My power naps I have. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention to Mr. Career, especially on that night. Someone used his camera to secretly film Mr. Career's room the night of the murder. Secretly film? What? And then they sent images with the camera took with this transmitter. Wow, but dude, where was the camera you were talking about hidden? Up your anyway, in the bear.
Up your bear.
Up your bear. In your bear. The spy camera was hidden in the bear's eye. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan. And I guess one of the few of those kind of fans too, huh, dude? You're the scary ones who go on DeviantArt. Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan.
I'm on DeviantArt.
But do you post weird pictures and sexual nature?
No, I do poems.
See?
I do writing rather than art.
When do you hold back? Mr. Engard, don't you know this bear from somewhere? Winnie the Pooh? I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude. Mr. Bear Dude. Why said he says he knows you. How could he forget such a great friend? What else did the bear tell you? Nothing. It's not fucking real. He says the one who put you on the camera in his eye was you, Mr. Engard. If I didn't know how you work in court, I think I was in some serious trouble. Come on. This is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg. Burn. Just like I'm not ready to give up your secret yet. Well, do you have any proof? Want to show me first? Here's the proof. It was you who put the camera inside the bear. Even the dumb guy is giving you shit. I'm then. Brain kicked in. I have here one credit card receipt from PayPal, Mr. Engard. It's from when you bought the stuffed bear. Dude, well, I can tell you from that I spent $3,800. I go to the department store all the time, okay? This $3,800, it could be my toothbrush I bought one time. That's a hell of a fucking toothbrush. $3,800 toothbrush! It's ivory, and it's got elephant hair for bristles.
Kill him! He's
Ew.
guilty!
Ew, that just sounds... Yeah, ew. That doesn't sound pleasant.
I don't care, it's not the disgustingness of it. Ivory trade's illegal.
Anyway, but is it legal when the thing's right to us?
Don't care. Still morally wrong.
What is moral? Dude, you shouldn't have said that earlier. So can I ask you one thing? Yes? You're my lawyer, right, dude? So, if you are, then why are you looking into stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay? No, not yet. I'm not done yet. I haven't asked you why you set the camera up yet. And what your secret is. Of course, it would be strictly confidential. By confidential, I mean ignore this phone I have recording you.
And
So
the
what
little
you
girl
can
is
do now-
listening to all this as well.
Huh?
And the little girl is
Yeah,
listening
she
to
doesn't know
all
what's
this.
going on. She's found something distracting in the wall. She's gonna have actually done some serious police work. Adrian Andrews. I forgot what question was. I was thinking. There was a rumor going around that Mr. Andrews and Mr. Carida were having secret meetings. You, who was keeping tab on Mr. Carida, you were going to reveal this as fact and turn it into a scandal. Isn't that right? Your ellipses give you away, I keep telling you this. Dude, you can be such a moron. Huh? Oh man, Mr. Lawyer, dude. That kind of scandal? That's the good stuff. That's what we in the industry call juicy. The good stuff? Juicy? Now I'm hungry and want a steak. Look, we can get publicity without spending a penny with that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stop paying attention to us, then it'll be the end, dude. Too bad. That wasn't your attention. What are you talking about? I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent, but it wasn't. You didn't spy on Mr. Kurita because of Miss Andrews. There's only one reason I can think of for you to do such a thing. The real reason you set up the camera in Mr. Kurita's room was... What is this card? This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Sherry the Killer, and I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Sherry the Killer? That's ridiculous. Why would I know some shitty scumbag like him? If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? Shut up, dude. Mr. Mangar, I know what you know, Mr. the Killer. It's because you're a hero of justice! Since you're the one who set up the camera, that means you knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So how? How would you know something like that? It's because you're his client. That's why. You hired Sherry the Killer to assassinate Mr. Juan Kurita. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is... Pearl. Damn it! You, Manga!
No, it's Meekins.
It's a lot of ellipses. And here I was trying to be a good boy for you. Dude. I thought if you didn't know, you wouldn't be able to do your job without feeling bad. Well, that's what I thought, anyway. Mr. Ungard, you really did hire... Send in the SWAT. Hold on a second, I'm gonna consult myself, okay? Okay, now it's gone to Whisper personality thing. Holy shit, it's Two-Face. Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway. About time for what? I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer, dude.
Whoa!
How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Manguard.
He's gone from a villain. Where's he getting four glass from?
With this chocolate milk. That is the colour of chocolate milk. Well done, Mr. Wright.
Or Di Serrano.
Yeah, I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. You really... So you were Shirley the Killer's client? I was just bullshitting. You don't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, do you? Chocolate milk. What do you mean? And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself. Trying to sick the crime on me. I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that Juan is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer? You're lying. Oh, that's terrible. Ah! It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on, let us grown-ups talk about more adult things. and Pearl's more the adult here. Weakling soon believes the lure of others, just like that pathetic Adrian. Well, I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. What? Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding their sinful deeds over their heads. And such a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Can't guess. And that's why? Yeah, that's where the video comes in. Chocolate milk. It's got his face in the crime scene recorder, preserved for all time. Why am I actually staring in the imaginary branding with my actual hand? That's right. Getting the character. Me with my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright? Why would you do something so wrong? Because I'm a grown-up, and I can't. Good enough for an answer for you, little girl.
I've always said I wanted him to have a client who was guilty.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier, and then you did. Why would you kill Mr. Kurita? Because he was about to sling so much dung into my public image. Scans are a little annoying, aren't they? It's all because of that press conference, isn't it? If Mr. Kurita had been able to give it, then Mr. Ungod's secret would have... Oh well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know. I have no interest in doing it really, but bit by bit, it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought. And that's how Mr. Kurita ended up dead? He's having this conversation mostly with Pearl. Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used and thrown away.
God, he's evil.
With a sweet innocent face, and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it, the assassin too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone, all worried their butts up for me, man guard. Ah, did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. How could I have been deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked you if you had killed Juan Kurita. And you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was the killer guy, right? And I'm guilty of taking a catnap in my room. Well, I'm guilty of taking a catnap in my room. You killed Mr. Kurita. You vagabond. Are you dare to say you in court tomorrow? But too bad. You can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? But you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do. Mystic Maya. You wouldn't want to test the killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You... scoundrel! Close enough. So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it all my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution. I'll get you for this. That's such a cliche phrase. Who wants something just like that if memory serves? Of course. Well, we all know how well things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Some of that killed my voice as well.
I don't know who that's supposed to be. The starting line of this case.
Edgeworth.
I don't care for the horrid atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct.
At the nightclub, Edgeworth. At the nightclub, Edgeworth frequents.
Well, right. What are you going to do? You plan on changing your defense?
No. We can't do that.
That's right. He's holding Maya hostage.
What should I do?
That's not something I can answer for you.
Damn it, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth.
Right, only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, Wright, it's your turn.
I'm not a prosecutor. My turn?
What is the thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer, and you must find it on your own. With pearls, of course.
He's more competent than you. I'm a lawyer. But to fight for someone who is clearly a killer, hey, that's what lawyers do.
Yeah, it's very true.
The man is really...
It doesn't matter who, every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Is that the basis of our judicial system?
I thought most feminists. Proper defense, but what exactly is that? Isn't that where a lawyer is forced to be in blind against an acquittal through shouting and trickery?
Ironic that you of all people should say such a thing.
I heard that.
Isn't that exactly how you have fought for your clients up until now?
Yeah, but I've been right. Well, that may be true, but that's because I believe my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get unguarded acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. Hey, Joe, maybe if we swap jobs, I'll be the prosecutor and you be the defense. I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. Yeah, like real lawyers think about that. But when I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. You, Edgeworth. Even if I win the case, I can still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do.
Right. Would you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong.
Ow! Why'd you hit me, Edgeworth?
We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I.
Well, I'm superhuman, but...
You want to save someone? That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say?
Exactly, we should call Batman. That's nuts.
You're a defense lawyer. You can't run away from that.
Yes,
You
I
can
can.
only fight. That's all you can do.
Next one, the first fight, Malta after this. People like you and Francisco von Carmel are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight for them to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I have nowhere near as much fashion sense. I can't fight them.
Francisca. She fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all.
And isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You are so petty.
I see. Now I understand why you despise me so.
And your stupid hair.
However, you are mistaken.
What do you...
Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect record were meaningless.
Stop being Canadian, pal. I don't believe you. Are you saying that's why you left the prosecutor's office? But then, why? Why are you here now? Found request.
The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of this story.
I can reload the save. And Mr. Nick, the transceiver.
I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Well then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My, what is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time.
Tell me, please. Why are you holding my hostage for Mr. In God's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer?
Right.
Shut up, Eddie, I'm on the phone.
Please don't misunderstand things. He is my client.
Don't toy with me. A man who hires assassins just as much to kill himself.
I believe you are asking me for reasons to why I am doing what I am.
Yeah.
This is what I like to call my aftercare.
What the heck is aftercare?
It's before... My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients or my handiwork. That is what is called client relations, and is a part of an assassin's duty.
PR is even good for assassins. An assassin's duty?
We were unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney, and to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end.
What is your name? Bond.
I believe I told you once before, however...
James Bond. You did, but...
My name is the Killer. Shelley the Killer. You're Shelley the Killer? Yes. Please keep in mind you have not much space to maneuver with me.
Heyo.
The Killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain,
Maya.
it would be my duty as assassin to see that she receives a nice long nap. Now, if you'll excuse me, if someone were to trace this signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome.
Holy shit, he does have a cat. He is a Bond villain. Mr. Bond.
I don't know what to say.
Did you hear that at the end of that transmission?
Huh? Oh, yes, it sounds like a cat.
A cat? This is gonna be the same fucking cat. What's it? What is it? I think I know where Shady Killer is holding mine hostage. Edgeworth, have all the police units head for Guard Mansion. All 2 of them.
Alright, you hurry over as well then.
Oh, like the bat signal. Don't lose hope about pearls of friends. Oh, we just begin. Yeah. Ow! What did I do this time?
Well, I liked it. I don't recognise the voice, but I recognise the cat.
Yeah. Like the... A purple sofa. No. Maya! Maya! Please answer us! Mystic Maya!
We have this area completely surrounded. There's nowhere for him to escape.
Sit up.
Assuming he's still in the area.
I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer.
He and God working together all this time.
Right, let's see it before.
I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time.
Oh, it's a figurine of a bear. But there's a lot of cuts in it for some reason. Oh, let's pocket that. Theft, what's that? Bear, is that more of a thing from Mr. Kurita? Why would something like this be here?
Right, look down. There's a little pet door installed here.
Ah, I'm sure that's for Shu. Pastry.
This door. It's locked.
Well, I'm pretty used to breaking doors down by that. You broke one door down. Ow, my shoulder. Ow, my other shoulder. My face.
Edgeworth, let's go, Edgeworth. Good.
Body cop drama. Ah, there's no one here.
From the looks of this room, I would say this is on Guard's private lounge.
Nice TV though.
Look at this right.
An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals, and a VCR, because we're in the 90s still. Chickens on deck. Your tape will be an important piece of evidence.
I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty.
Well, I've got
There's no
some
tape to be
movies.
found.
No.
But there's no mistake that someone used this to record something.
Down to now, you remember?
It looks like someone took to the tape they were looking for and escaped with it.
It's the roomiest wine cellar.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
It looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time.
I mean, the police weren't so incompetent. And now we've lost our only lead.
Don't give up yet. That little girl is looking to you to be her pillar.
Yeah, you're right.
We're close, I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us.
This looks like a picture of Missing Packs. Missing Packs, you mean? Yeah, Mr. Kurita's former manager. Why would a picture of Missing Packs be here at Mr. Ungod's mansion? Oh, pocket that as well. Theft. Huh, those laws exist, like perjury doesn't exist as well. Ah, good idea. What's wrong, perhaps? Please let me see the picture frame. On the back, there's something written on the back of the frame. Maya. It's Mystic Maya. She's left us a message. And you can read the message.
I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You'd better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime back and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's got to watch out for the helpless lunk. That's it for now,
Did
Nick.
you write the
I guess I'll talk to you guys later.
Did you write the
Yeah, that's so.
That's Mystic Maya.
Right!
What's right? Oh, sorry, me.
What's wrong? Why the blank stare?
Nothing.
We've searched the house and into the last room. It looks like he eluded us.
Edgeworth. You might have a bat cave.
Yes?
Lame. Sorry. As far as food goes, I think this is about all I'm going to forget. I'm still short one last thing. Pizza. I need to get the pizza.
What is that?
Pizza.
I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center.
I'll have him send the pizza over. Thanks, Edgeworth. Like anchovies, right? I hate anchovies. Stand open and Pulse is still crying, but let's leave her. Yeah. crying children, not my forte.
Good evening, Mr. Wright.
But I think it's the point.
What's wrong? You look ill.
Pizza man, there was something in that pizza. I come to remove your cyclock.
Cyclock?
Don't ask, it's long story. I want to know, and you will tell me. Your secret.
Fine, go ahead. Try to break me if you can.
I'll get the hot iron.
That does sound like a weird thing, guys. I want to break your cyclock.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Question mark.
Oh my.
Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Ungard for murder?
I've already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt was the killer.
Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge.
So you saying I was taking my revenge out of Matt or something? What absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for.
There is something or someone in her past that will make her take revenge. Wendy Oback. God damn it!
Deacons!
She passed and like, where is she there?
Celeste?
There's only one catalyst that will cause such strong feelings and even revenge. And that is Miss Impact's suicide.
What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hit her suicide note was also Juan. Why does all this have to do with Matt?
You're right. You haven't mentioned him yet. But for you to hate Mr. Ungard would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impax and her suicide.
Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Matt?
Lawyer badge. This is a photo of Miss Impax, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impax's handwriting, isn't it?
Where did you find this? No, that's alright, I have. It was a rhetorical question.
Yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. Ungard's mansion.
And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed. Celeste, she was supposed to get married to Juan.
Yes, but I heard it didn't work out. Because Mr. Korea didn't want to get married to her anymore, right?
Yes. Because of Matt.
Because of Mr. Ungard? What do you mean?
Back in the void.
And the sad music.
Celeste, she was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at that time.
Ah, stupid jacket.
I was working part-time back then, but I saw the two of them together.
So that's why, with love, Celeste was not afraid with that picture. They were a couple, weren't they? Like Nick and Maya.
It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used. Toyed with until she was thrown away.
That's so horrible.
Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved away over to Worldwide Studios. That is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match, they were even planning to get married. And then it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste... she killed herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself. Sure, even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste.
I see, so that's what happened. But then why did Mr. Kurita have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all.
Neither do I, actually. Probably because of his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would have hurt Juan the most.
Poor Mr. Max.
That wasn't the end of it. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind, and in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds, and so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then, when Juan discovered her body, he hid the note.
But why would he do that?
It's simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt, and it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image. In any case, his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge.
Revenge? Is that word again?
Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. At a time that would cause Matt the most damage, of course.
And that was at the press conference after the stage show.
I know all about it because I heard it all from Juan. It was so I could find out all about this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on one another after all. As for me, I was practically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note, and that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring to them my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, are you still going to help all that man?
I'm a lawyer.
I see. What a foul profession.
Thank you very much for your time talking with me.
It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway. A moral quandary, this one.
Dun.
Will Phoenix find out what happens? Tune in next time. Same Phoenix Wright place. Same Miles Edgeworth time.